What is up, people? What is up, people? What is up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another episode of the Commission Podcast. Y'all heard enough from me though, because we got a big episode today. Now you're going to hear from the esteemed panel. So let's introduce everybody right here, right now. All right, everybody, say something. Hello. Okay, try that again. Say something.
What's up? What's up?
All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, mic check. Everybody is here. And let's go through the panel right here. My co-host. First and foremost, we got the homegirl, Snow Bunny. What's going on, Snow Bunny? How you doing today, dear?
Doing good, doing good. What's up? What's going on, everyone? We got a hype show tonight. Let's see what's going on in the world of gaming, because a whole lot's changed in the last 24 hours.
You ain't never lied. All right. And next up is the homeboy, the co-host of everything. That's your new moniker. You talk about hashtags. Hashtag Project Storm is the co-host of everything. Project Storm, what's going on, brother?
Man, a whole lot of gaming and just getting ready for this show tonight because there's so many things that we could talk about. And I'm kind of pissed off at you, MM2K, because see, you scrapped some of the notes, man. I wanted to do we had so much content to discuss today, bro. Yeah, we cut it, man. I'm like, can we just do 3 or 4 hours, man? I mean, that's all I'm saying. There's so much to talk about. Like, hey, yo, how much news can we handle, man? I mean, in the last 2 or 3 months or whatever, or this year when it comes to gaming, man, just news everywhere.
Exactly. Crazy. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. And last but not least, our homegirl, Tronny, how are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm actually excited. I've been seeing a lot of good stuff coming out, and boy, the news is gonna be crazy. We could have so much to talk about.
Absolutely. Do us a huge favor for those of you, and we're so happy for those of you to join us. We know this is a stacked Wednesday evening, you know what I'm saying? But again, we want to do these preliminary episodes, put them out here, regardless of who else is out there. We are the commission, and we go by commission rules. So, you know, whoever can be out there, be out there. You know what I'm saying? If you want the authentic talk on all things gaming, this is where you want to come. With that being said, y'all want to know what the commission's been up to? Now is the time between now and the last episode. So we're going to go in the same order. Snow Bunny, my homie Storm, and Tron. Everybody, please let the crowd know, you know, in which y'all been playing between last week and this week. First, we'll start with Snow.
This week, what I've been playing, I haven't really been playing too much because of work. I have been playing Animal Crossing. It's Halloween. We're counting down to Halloween. So the big Halloween event will be this Saturday, starting, I believe, at 5 p.m. in the game. So me and my mom, we've been collecting our candy, working on what costumes we're going to be wearing. I'm probably gonna have to loan her some outfits because she doesn't know what she wants to be for Halloween in the game yet. That's all that I've really been doing here, and for some reason, Storm actually turned me on to a game that I want to get on the Switch. I've tried the Cake Bash demo. Who doesn't want to be a little? Who doesn't want to be a cute little cupcake beating the hell out of other little pieces of cake? It seems like it's very fun. But that's all I'm pretty much doing this week. Because like I said, got to get that Animal Crossing out the way.
All right, before we get to Storm, though, because I hate to steal the thunder from Storm, because I'm pretty sure Storm is going to check you on this too. Let me ask, Bunny, did you try that Immortals Phoenix Rising demo?
I wasn't home.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't home all day Saturday.
Storm.
Yeah, he already knows because we talked about it on my show. I wasn't home all day Saturday, and Sunday I ended up sleeping in all day.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna let Storm. I'm gonna let Storm double check that. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to throw that out there.
All you got to double check that. All you got to do is go into Animal Crossing because I was at my mom's house playing Animal Crossing.
Oh man. A Storm. I don't know if that's gonna fly with you, buddy, but you know what I'm saying. If it flies with you, then don't fly with me. But besides that, what you been playing, man?
Man, I've been playing a whole lot. Like, Doom Eternal, Destiny 2. I'm on my Destiny 2 fix, man. I can't get enough of that. Immortals Phoenix Rising demo. That Bunny should have been playing. You know what I'm saying? No time for sleeping out here. No time for sleeping on those Sundays.
Time for rest,
you know what
exactly.
Saying?
You know
one
what
thing we got time for is Yang Mix Yang of Gaming and getting this gaming at. But nah, man, so much though. A little bit of indie titles on Stadia. Man, I just you know what's so crazy? I think I need to tone it down because I'm just still outshining it all y'all, man. Like,
yeah.
Dang, y'all just be like 1, 2, 3, and then I'm at like 30 games. I'm like, damn, I'm taking up most of the show. I can't, so I gotta tone it down some, man. But recently,
you're fine. You're fine.
No, he's lying.
Okay.
He ain't playing all these games.
Hey, man, you know how I jump. Come on, recently, Sekiro, you know what I'm saying? I put the proof out there.
Now, where's this proof at, Storm? Where's this proof at?
It's out on Twitter, man. Twitterverse.
Twitterverse? Oh, no. Isn't it? I mean, if I want to see Project Storm 4K content, you claim there's all this 4K content out there. Where can I go to see it?
Oh, right on Project Storm, right on YouTube. You find Project Storm. You can check the logo right here. You know what I'm saying? The logo that you see. Or you could just go do it however you want to do it. But hey, all I'm saying is, the content is out there for the people. It's on the channel. I've been getting to that, man. I hate to. I don't want to come across as that dude, that arrogant dude, and all that, man. But I've been gaming. I'm a gamer, bro. I'm disappointed in y'all, man. I'm disappointed. I can't lie.
I ain't trying to say I'm that dude, but I'm that dude.
Hey, when it comes to playing these games and stuff, Bunny is second place, I think. I don't know how much time Tron gets them, but look, I be out there. MM2. Hey, MM, you used to be up there with me, bro.
Yeah, I know, man.
But I don't. But I don't know what happened, so I'm looking at you different, man.
Well, we trying to do something, man. We trying to do. I'm gonna get to it because I'm a little. I ain't gonna front. I'm a little perturbed at YouTube right now. I always gotta scapegoat somebody. But before I do my scapegoating, Tronny, what you been playing? What you been up to since last week?
Oh my gosh, I'm still playing that whole Genshin.
Oh yeah. No, that looks so dope. That does look dope.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about it, but when I play it, it's amazing. It's got so much content for a free to play game. It has
dope.
A lot of content, and that what bothers me the most because if you're paying like $60 or $70 for a game that gives you less content, but all these free to play give you free content, more characters, more all this stuff, and the only thing you paying sometimes is you playing the microtransactions, but that helps out. That actually helps out. They give you bundles, they give you all this stuff, but it's all free. So it kind of makes me wonder what gaming is going to be like if we're going to pay like $70 for a game. Yeah. Are we going to get full content, or we're going to get half of the content? You're just going to get the rest of the content later, or some other way they're going to try to nickel and dime you even further. It kind of really does bother me a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Well, don't be listening to Storm. I be playing games. I just don't remember what they are. You know what I'm saying? No, I just told Storm before we went live that I've had problems playing Immortals Phoenix Rising. See, I said it right, Storm. Immortals Phoenix Rising. Before I get into that, Tronny, I'm sorry, Tronny, did you have any more games that you were playing, or just that one? That's cool though, because that's a dope entry. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Most of the games I really, 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 really want to play is coming out till next year. That's what disappoints me further. So
No, I can dig it.
Yeah, I have to wait. I have to wait. I'm
I can
kind of like
dig
a
it.
very I'm an RPG person,
There's
so I'm
some
into RPGs and stuff like that. So let you guys know. I know everybody keeps telling me to go play like a shooter game, but like, yeah, the only game I like is Destiny so far. So yeah,
there's some dopeness out
shooter.
there right now. We got a lot of old games. I've been trying to tell Bunny this, man. We got games out there that we haven't tried yet. That's Xbox.
Yeah,
Hey man,
there's
it's games to be played. PS5 is about to hype these games up, Xbox. But anyway, I'm gonna stay on track. MM2K. What were you about to say?
Hey,
Now,
Storm.
Moss,
Yeah.
It's games
I
to be
would like
played.
to say, I would like to say this, Moss. I
Mm-hmm.
do kind of miss your is it Division streams,
Yeah, yeah,
or was
yeah.
it that other game where you be screaming "Die roaches"?
Die
I kind of
roaches.
misses that. I kind of miss
Yeah.
hearing you scream "Die roaches."
I know we got Heath Stevens in the chat. Big ups to Heath. I know Heath has been one of the people that's been on my case. Cold Blood Sensei's another one. They're like, come on, because I would do a lot of, gameplay and open mics and all the other stuff. It's just there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of Stadia news. And you guys know that I primarily, I do general gaming news content, but I primarily do Stadia news. And then we had to restructure some stuff for PNTS Network. But I've been gaming, y'all. And the problem is that I had to redo the channels because of this brand channel crap. I won't bore the listening public too much with that, but I've had to redo the channels. Now, because I'm redoing the channels, I want to do live streams only on the new Stadia Dosage game stream channel. There was a new game stream channel for Stadia Dosage. So I went and checked off all the boxes, all the litmuses for YouTube, but they still won't let me live stream. And I'm trying to be nice to YouTube because here's what I was doing. I was originally streaming Stadia content on Twitch because Twitch would allow me to play whatever music I wanted. But now Twitch, they on their stuff, right? So I can't play whatever music I want there anyway. So I like the quality of YouTube better. So I'm trying to bring Bunny and Storm and Tronny. I'm trying to bring those games to YouTube. I'm trying to show some love to the platform. I'm trying to show Google some love, and they ain't letting me. So, we'll see. I got a stream where I go through Immortal Phoenix Rising from beginning to end, the demo that Bunny should have played. I go through that from shots fired. I go through that from beginning to end. So y'all get to see that tomorrow around 10 a.m. Eastern. And I've been playing some stuff, but then Stadia. Yeah, not Google. Not Stadia, but Google. I gotta tap YouTube on the shoulder, tell them to get their stuff together. And y'all see it live. But then I got that, and that's been about it, y'all. I've been playing that demo all week. I've been playing that. So with that said,
I know. I should have played it, but right now I got screwed up with a whole bunch of stuff.
hey Bunny, I'm out here frauding. I ain't got no integrity. I ain't playing
No,
no
no,
damn
no.
games.
I'm sitting here shaking my fist at Nintendo because, like I said, Animal Crossing got the Halloween event, and then they decided to do the Halloween Splatfest in Splatoon 2. So,
yeah,
on the same day, I'm screwed.
There's a bunch of peculiar. We're gonna get into it, but there's a bunch of peculiar stuff going on with Nintendo. And you just caught the direct too, right? And you really,
yes,
you're really enjoying that, aren't you?
Man, I'm sitting here like it's a bunch of games coming that I had no idea was coming. Some demos dropped today. We're going to get into the what they launched today for the first time on Switch. So yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hellified interesting over there on the Switch. All right, so now that we got all the preliminaries out of the way, look at it, I can't even talk. But don't pay me no attention, y'all. I'm out here frauding, man. I ain't playing the games like the rest of this panel. I had to make up some type of imaginary thing against Bunny to make myself feel better. God damn it, because I was feeling so damn self-conscious.
No. Because I know you're gonna get a Switch and then you're gonna be all into them RPGs.
Hey, yo, after Switch done officially dipped its toe big time. I mean, they've done it. This ain't new to them, but they dipped their toe big time in the
we're gonna get into it.
Thing. Yeah, I know. I'm so daggone excited. I can't help it. Oh man, it's crazy out here. So, let's do this first. Let's do a little bit of cleanup, PNTS cleanup. Of course, we got today's show, which is the commission. It airs every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please let everybody know that we're rocking out. Share this out and all that good stuff. Because if you like it and you want to enjoy it, somebody else might want to do it too. Then tomorrow we got SSC Podcast. It's a Stadia-centric podcast hosted by me, Project Storm, and the good homie Eddie Player One, where we talk about a variety of Stadia-centric topics, and we let the crowd, get engaged through Yappa comments. So definitely check us out. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard every time on the Stadia Doses channel. Look that up on YouTube. And then on Friday, we have nothing going on Friday, but I am part of the TSI podcast. TSI runs every other week. And this is going to be the first official week that the TSI, which is the Stadia Initiative podcast, will be airing on the homie Stadia Talk Chase's channel. So definitely look for Stadia Talk on YouTube and mark your calendars for that show. That will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Saturday, of course, we got the show of all, I guess you call Stadia shows, where it's, for the crowd. SML podcast. We talk about more than Stadia stuff, hosted by me and my homie Project Storm, hashtag co-host of everything. That is 12 p.m. Eastern every day on the Stadia Doses channel or Project Storm's channel. So if you're not subscribed to either of those channels, you're missing out on a lot. We do live phone calls, yappas, similar to what we're going to be doing today. We'll get into that in a little bit. And last but definitely not least is the Ying Meets Yang of Gaming show, hosted by Snow Bunny and, of course, the co-host of everything, Project Storm. That is every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. Definitely check out Snow Bunny Gaming's channel for more information on that. Did I miss anything, anybody?
I think you got everything.
Yep, you definitely did.
Yen Meets Yang. Hey, look, it's always a great show. Sundays are always wild for me because I got to do Best Damn Podcast earlier in the day. Shout out to Triple B. We do that earlier. And then my wife has me running like a chicken with his head cut off for the rest of Sunday, right? And some other stuff I got to do. So I always catch it later. But, and so I watch Yang Meets Yang, and the show is fantastic. Y'all don't know what y'all missing if y'all are not watching that show. But two big announcements. Number one is the show's fantastic, so definitely watch that show if you're not watching it now. Last week's episode I loved it, and I wish I could listen to it live so I could sit there and go, ooh, aha, Project Storm, she's curb stomping you. I wish I could have done that live, but I couldn't. Secondly, officially, Ying Meets Yang of Gaming is officially on Radio Public. So if you want to listen to the audio version of that show, they will go up. We're gonna shoot for Mondays. They're gonna go up the following day on audio on Radio Public. So you can type it in right now. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. Here, let's do this. Let me show you something. We're gonna do something like this, y'all. We're gonna do a little something like this.
Your bot isn't going to kick me out for posting a link, is it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Radio Public. And we're going to go to Radio Public Podcast just like that. And then we're going to type in Ying. Oh, no. We don't want it to look like that. That looks creepy. Ying Meets Yang of Gaming. There it goes right there, y'all. Bada boom, bada bing. And there goes the podcast right there. Co-host Snow Bunny Gaming and Oh, look at that funky fresh logo. Uh-oh. Storm, was I supposed to show that yet?
Nah, but it's all right. It's a little glimpse into the future.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. Nothing wrong with it.
We got 8 episodes. There's 9, but the original was a pilot, and we just held that back a little bit. We might throw that in a special, put it out there in a special way. So there's all the 8 episodes are out there. Go check them out if you haven't watched them and you want to check out the audio. Go do that definitely. all the information about the shows there, about the co-hosts, all that good stuff on Radio Public. And every time that you listen to them on Radio Public, it supports them even more, and without you having to pay a dime. You know what I mean? So definitely listen to the audio version on Radio Public when you get a chance. But definitely a fan.
Now I have a question for you.
Yes,
On Radio
ma'am.
Public, can you listen to anywhere that you stream stuff like your music and stuff with, or do you have to be on the computer online?
No, you can be on your phone. You know, there's a Radio Public app on iPhone, on Android. There's iOS, and so it's kind of like
And
iTunes.
the only reason I bring that up is if you have the phone app and things like that, if it connects pairing up with your car, because some cars now you can pair your phones to, it might
Yep.
be good show to 2 hours,
Yep.
listen, going to work, coming from work, things like that on a drive. You could take Ying Meets Yang of gaming anywhere you go.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna drop a link to that. Ying meets. Let's just do the acronym. YMOG.
YMYOG, man. YMYOG.
On
Don't short out show, man.
on Radio Public. Here we go, and that is the link right there. Bada boom, bada bang. There you go. All right, so shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that's listening. Again, let everybody know that we are live. Okay. With no further ado, my good friends, let's start getting into these topics. All right. Let's do our, so this is how, just again, to go through the format of everything, this is how the show works. We have some honorable mention topics that we just briefly go over, talk about them, in a regular podcast format. We go over that for, good 15, 20 minutes. And then after that, we head on over to what we call the tag table. All right. That's where we really get into the thicket. I'm using my fancy words, the thicket of things, where we talk about the main subjects and all parameters of gaming. We talk about every platform, and we talk about the main subjects with all the platforms. With that being said, everybody then gives their thoughts on said subject, and they try to sum up what their thoughts are in the form of a tagline. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say if I hear a story about Phil Spencer, I might say, Lion Phil, hashtag Lion Phil, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just to piss you Xbox fans off. No. But just to give you guys a thought of how it works. I'm going to tagline my thoughts on the said subject, and then I'm going to, elaborate on it. And what we do after we go over each subject matter is we give you, the audience, an opportunity to judge and rate who had the best tagline for that particular subject. And then we tally everything up at the end of the show. And then we go over the commissioner or the commissionee, whatever we call it, you want to call it, for the show. Then after that, we turn it over to you. It becomes an open mic session where we do live phone calls. You can go to pntsnetwork.com and do Yappas, which is a recorded version of, it's like a comment section where you can go and leave a comment either via audio or video. Or you can just leave something in the chat and we'll read it off there. So with no further ado, now that we've gone over all of the preliminaries right now, let's get right into the topics. First and foremost, let's do this. All right. No, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. No. Let me not do that. Let's do it like this. Here we go, y'all. Phil Spencer, speaking of Lion Phil, now all the Xbox people go and leave. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, y'all, did an interview. Sat down with Game Reactor. And Game Reactor asked him all the questions that are on our minds right now in regards to, what's up with the Bethesda deal? Are you keeping games off of other platforms? What are your thoughts on exclusivity? What are your future? I mean, they asked him all of the percolating questions that we have. I think they did a great job, by the way. And Phil answered them. And there were some answers in this interview that I think flew over a lot of people's heads, as always, Because what we see people do, panel in chat, is they caveat what they want to hear from Phil and they run with that. But we here at the commission, we listen to the whole entire goddamn interview, went over it all, and came away with some very interesting takeaways. So I want to get the panel's thoughts on these particular takeaways. First and foremost, as he was being asked all these questions, a couple things that I particularly noticed was two big things. Phil expresses in this interview that the need for exclusive games at launch pretty much is overblown. This is a sentiment that you as a platform holder, needing to have exclusive games at launch, he expressed in so many words, is pretty much overblown. This is why he feels it's overblown. He feels it's overblown because consoles at launch will be sold out anyway, regardless if they have exclusives or not. And what he's, in my opinion, by him dismissing that, he's dismissing the fact that these exclusives could garner excitement, and that excitement could reverberate to the casual who normally wouldn't pick up said console, but be hearing so much hype about, ooh, Godfall or Miles Morales looks so dope on PlayStation 5, for instance. Or let's just go back in a hot tub time machine. That's the hot tub time machine noise. We're going to go back in the 360 era when that Call of Duty 2, right, drop. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, ooh, that volumetric fog, that's dope, right? And then it made some people, not a whole bunch, but enough people to help 360 pretty much get, close the gap considerably, that generation, and a lot in the minds of many win it because they sold more software. But it helped them because they were able to faster adopt the casuals to their platform than PlayStation was in that generation. But Phil is saying none of that is important. He said that's a nothing burger and that's irrelevant. He also says, now he also backs away rather from the red meat rhetoric that Aaron Greensberg and himself and other people have been throwing out there about Bethesda, being exclusive on the platform. They haven't said explicitly that they're not going to put Bethesda games at all or any on any other platform, but they've been throwing out little red meat, little dog whistles that, that might be the route that they're going. I've tried to warn people, ignore that, pay attention to what Satya does, because Satya will decide what they do in that regards. But everybody's jumping out of the window, out of their shoes and socks over this little red meat that's been thrown. But here, he took an interesting turn, which until we listened to this, we didn't realize that he took. He backed away from all that red meat rhetoric and basically said, you know what? I can't talk about this. It's illegal for me on this field to talk about this because the deal isn't through and I'm not going through the portfolio now and trying to tell them what to do. So I can't talk about this. Can't talk about it. So now I'm done mimicking Phil, my favorite person in the whole wide world, and I'm turning it over to the chat and to the panel. What do you guys think about these revelations that's being missed in all these headlines? What do you guys think about, first and foremost, Phil Spencer dismissing the need for exclusives at launch, and secondly, the fact that now he's backing away from talking about exclusivity of Bethesda games, talking about that it's illegal to go into detail. So who wants to pick up on that first?
Only thing I'm going to say about the whole article, and this is something I notice about Phil.
Yep.
He always speaks out of both sides of his mouth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he's crookeder than a barrel of snakes.
Now,
but beyond that,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, they know the ZeniMax deal is not settled yet. That deal will not be settled until 2021.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So technically, he can't come out here and say what Bethesda's going to do or what Bethesda's not going to do, because we don't even know if the deal could fall. It could be December 31st, 2020, and the deal falls through. Mm-hmm. We don't know yet.
Wow.
So I mean, you gotta look at things like that. It's not 100%. Nothing's 100% guaranteed yet.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts on this, y'all? Who want to pick it up next?
I'll do. The same. I told people he's a salesman. He's there to, he's there to sell you a product, and he's not there to, be your friend or any of that. And the way how he talks is exactly how people like look at him like, oh, he's pro consumer, but at the same time, you look at this, yeah, pro consumer for his, the investors, but that's pretty much it. He's talking to them. That's why he always changing his words until his boss tells him, "Oh, you got to say this, you got to say that. This is the legal way." So there's a lot of things he can't say because he's on that contract right now. And
go ahead, Tronny. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say after that, I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'll just wait till next year and see what happens.
Now, again, to double down on what he said, to get your thoughts explicitly, just 2 weeks ago, remember he was talking about, well, we don't need, when he wasn't asked the tough questions, when people were just gingerly brushing the main of it, when he was like, oh, well, we don't need to put PlayStation, we don't need to put this on PlayStation.
We don't need to put the next Elder Scrolls. They asked him if they would lose too much money by not putting the next Elder Scrolls on PlayStation 5. Well, we don't need the PlayStation 5.
We don't need to do that. Yeah, no. What do you guys think about that?
They just leaving money on the table.
Yeah. I mean, well, what do you guys think about the change in the rhetoric, though?
He always does it. For people who listen to him, this is nothing new. You always know he's going to say one thing. One step forward makes it sound great, and then he will stumble 5 steps back to straighten it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's once you understand that, it's nothing new to you.
Storm, what you think about all this?
Hey man, I'm on Phil's side, man.
Oh, Silky.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm not a moderator. I'm looking at the chat right now. My name is. I got white letters by my name. Hey, I'm on Phil's side.
You had to stick me there.
Hey, look, Phil Spencer's making big moves. Me and Bunny had a good conversation. I just had flashbacks, man. You know what I'm saying? Of Sunday, and I gotta be careful. But Phil is trying to do the best he can do, man. Like he has the flip flop. He's in charge of turning Xbox around single handedly. You know what I'm saying? Now hold on. Phil is out here making big moves with Game Pass. That's what the primary focus is on right now. Now he doesn't care about the exclusives. The exclusives game. He's telling you that the exclusives will come. They will come. They already lined up 23 studios making games on Xbox right now. You get what I'm saying? If they're not making them right now, they're discussing plans, and then they'll have them rolled out within a couple years or so, right? So really, Phil is comfortable because he knows that most people are going to be jumping back into the old games that everybody loves and that they missed out on and all that stuff. So they got a little bit of time, The ZeniMax deal not being finalized, okay. At least they were transparent. They were. He was transparent as best as he could possibly be. He's telling people what direction they want to head in this article, and that seems more like Game Pass, even more so than ever. They also he's also focused on those games going to multiple platforms, as Heath Stevens right here in the chat. We need Heath Stevens on the show, or at least to call in or something later on. But it's Phil knows what's going. He knows what the plan is. He knows what he has to say to his consumers to keep them, happy and keep them quiet and all that good stuff. So he's doing the best he could do. I'm on Phil's side.
This low
What do
down
you
dirt.
mean?
No.
What do you mean you having flashbacks to Sunday?
Yeah,
I'm
check
on
this
Phil's
fool.
side because of
Check
what
this
happened Sunday,
fool.
but it also makes sense though. Phil's the man that turned this thing around. Don Matrick came out there and
Ooh.
jacked everything
Oh
up. Phil
man.
came up. Phil said, "I got to
Oh.
clean up." Phil did what
Oh
I'm gonna just say.
man.
We ain't going into politics, but in my personal opinion, he did what Obama did, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
he cleaned up the mess,
man.
man. So
Oh.
that's Phil. So I need y'all to understand
Ooh.
who Phil is. Phil ain't got nothing to do with the ball that was dropped before he got
Can I?
there.
Get
He
and
don't
y'all
have
get
nothing to
him.
do with the
The
ball
last
that was.
president is
Hey,
kind of a
the
little bit
article
too
just opened
much.
my eyes. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. See, I was quiet. I was quiet. The
Mm,
article opened my eyes. Let me know who the hell Phil really is. Phil
mm,
said himself that he had to come in here and basically, quote unquote, clean up Don Matrick's mess. Like that's what he had to do and turn this thing around and get
mm,
approval from the big dogs who constrained his budget. You know what I'm saying? So people now
mm,
got a whole different light for, hey man, green
mm.
team
Now,
green.
now the only thing, and this is something I have been saying for a while. My only thing is Phil talks so much and then has to retract what he says because he talks so much. If he just slowed his roll and just, be a little less talkative, I think half the slip ups that he do can be avoided.
Nah, he told you what's going on. Like he might say something. The big dogs might say, Phil, be careful. We got
That's
you
what I'm
got
saying. He should go to them like, hey, can I talk about this? Can I talk about that? Blasey, blasey, blasey. Before he goes out here and he has it's almost like he has the philosophy, just do it and ask for forgiveness later. I mean,
Talk your stuff, Bunny. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey
and
Yes.
man.
I'm not saying that's like a bad thing, but it for him
It's
in
a
the
horrible
position
thing. Now,
he's
let me stop.
no, but for the position he's in, it's got people thinking, okay, we know that you're gonna say one thing and then 3 days later you're gonna change it and say something different. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. But I got a soft spot for all these. Both two Phils and Jim. I got a soft spot for
Mm,
all of them. You know what I'm
and
saying?
don't do that
Uh,
to our film,
no,
man. Don't do
I'm gonna
that.
just say this, hey, real
Oh
quick, and then you
man.
can go ahead and move on, man. But if you want to,
Oh.
but hey, they call Jim Ryan. Hey, all these cats came into the game with their game plan, right? They didn't
Uh-huh.
inherit all the issues that's going on. Yeah, they're getting paid big bucks to turn things around and get people to what they want, but at the same time, they had to come in and try to formulate a plan and do so quickly. You know, that's what I'm. Yo, I just gotta because Phil Harrison is taking his heat too over in Stadia land. You know what I'm saying? He's taking the heat. Where's Phil at? What is he doing? You need to do more. You know, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm pro because of the great games that I'm enjoying these days, y'all. I'm pro Phil's and Jim Ryan.
No, I'm just joking. No, I'll say this. I'll say this about Phil because again, this is not the console war show, whatever. I mean, I know we got our Paul G in the house. What's up, man? I know
Paul,
we got our Paul G. Tweet this out. Let everybody know that we live, baby. That we live, baby. We're live. Yeah, man. Here's my thing. Here's my thoughts. Tronny, I think hit the nail on the head that the guy has to sell his product. I ain't mad at Phil about that. I feel a certain type of way though about the gaming public that don't portray to you in a full 360 hood of the news what he was actually saying. And again, I'm not saying his vision is right or wrong. It's just about understanding who it's for. I'm somebody that believes in exclusive content at the beginning of a generation. You know what I'm saying? So if you're sitting there selling me on this velocity architecture and all this other stuff, highlight this too. Show me everything. So I know, oh, well, that's cool. They're going to have all this velocity architecture and all this other stuff, but this console may not be for me because they are basically trying to drive home, taking previous experiences and buffering them up. And I want new experiences built from the ground up for this platform. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in it. I'm not in it for this. So that's my problem is the gaming public that is either pro Phil or anti Phil that wants to make everything look bad. Nobody's hitting it on the target, but we just hit it on the target. And we showed you by how we highlighted some of the peculiars that Phil said, but then Storm brought it home by saying, hey, look, man, at the end of the day, I'm with the people that feel, say that fast 5 times, cleaned up a lot of mess. You know what I'm saying? With that said, though, I will say this. One thing about Phil Spencer, that where you gotta kind of like go behind him and critique what he says, is he speaks out of order too much. It's not that he's promoting his thing and he hypes it up. Everybody hypes up their product. Phil's problem is he speaks out of order. He might hear of an idea, someone might give him a pitch, and then he runs to the mic with that pitch. Hey, y'all, the Xbox Series X is gonna make apple juice for you. And someone was like, whoa, no. I had a dream that my Xbox Series X made apple juice. Oh, and then he got to go clean it up. You know what I'm saying? That's Phil's problem, is that he speaks out of order, and he kind of got to go in order before he hits the mic. But that's a reflection of his enthusiasm. So if you're like Storm and you respect the enthusiasm, great. But again, pay attention to everything, everybody. Report it all. Because it looks like Xbox's mantra is, hey, look, we're about giving you a plethora of experiences, hyper driving those experiences less than we are giving you exclusive content out the bat. So,
all right, real quick, I'm not the Xbox guy. I'm not that dude, right? But what I will say is I played enough Xbox One. I got enough hours on that console, on that X, man. I'm telling y'all right now, sometimes you forget about it when you get great experiences on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the third-party games that I played and a few exclusives that was top flight, for what I want, which is visuals and sound and multiplayer and all that, right? Yep. Top flight, Halo, Gears, you know what I'm saying? So I got to give him a little bit of credit, man. I done bashed him. I will say that. I do. I will speak freely. I told you, I'm not the Xbox guy. That's not me. But yo, I got to call it like it is, man. I put time on the platforms, man. So I know where they're trying to go with it. I appreciate it. And that's all I got to say about it, man.
All right. Next up on the docket for our preliminary news stories is this. Uplay Plus changes to Ubisoft Plus. All right. So let me just read a brief description of what this means. It says, and this came out yesterday. Uplay Plus becomes Ubisoft Plus, introduces beta with Stadia and Amazon Luna. Following the announcement of the Ubisoft Connect, Ubisoft subscription service Uplay Plus has officially become Ubisoft Plus. Starting on November 10th, the service will launch a multi-platform subscription model, beginning with a beta on Amazon Luna and later on Stadia. Subscribers on PC will get unlimited access to a growing library of more than 100 games for $14.99 per month, including premium editions and upcoming releases like Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Immortals Phoenix Rising. To follow up, once Ubisoft Plus, now here's the kicker for a lot of people that may be interested in this whole revelation. Once Ubisoft Plus subscribers request and receive an invitation of the Amazon Luna service in their link accounts, they will have access to Ubisoft games on Luna at no additional fee beyond their $14.99 subscription during the beta. By the end of the year, subscribers will also be able to access Ubisoft games on Stadia with the same subscription. Stadia Pro will not be required, so subscribers can sign up with the free version of Stadia. So here's my initial question to the panel. All right, first and foremost, do y'all care anything about Uplay Plus? Because Uplay Plus is a competitor to Game Pass, where they offer 100 of their games, which again, Ubisoft games are huge to a lot of people. And I dare say about the aforementioned Xbox, Ubisoft games do better and chart better than Xbox games right now. So do we care at all that Ubisoft's version of Game Pass is now going to be available via the cloud, via Amazon and Luna? And what do y'all think about the prospects of, if you operate off of said Amazon or Luna, right now you can play Ubisoft Plus for free, but it's the way it's worded, it sounds like that you might have to pay something in addition to that. which means that you're going to be paying more than $14.99. So let's tackle those two things. Again, what do y'all think about the whole subscription thing for Ubisoft, for one, and for two, what do y'all think about this whole pricing structure? Who wants to grab at that first?
I'll do. Well, here's the thing. It's just too much subscription service already being put into our games, and that is already a big issue with me anyways. Like, sometimes it's good on certain stuff, like maybe like Netflix and all that other stuff. Yeah. But it's starting to become a thing that everyone's starting to start to have their own services, and we might be paying extra more, you know. And I'm not saying this is a Ubisoft does have a lot of great titles. They have a lot of classic ones too. But it's just, to me, it kind of goes the wrong way. And I'm just hoping that not everyone's going to jump into this trend even further.
All right. Who want to grab at it next?
One thing I've noticed about like with it starting on Stadia and Lunar, I see it as basic cable. You have your basic cable, you have your basic games. You can get a few games from free here, or you pay a low monthly subscription rate. All these companies that's coming out with their own services, you're going to have to pay extra for. Like with basic cable, if you want HBO, you have to add however much a month. If you want Showtime, you have to add however much a month. If you want movies, stars, you have to add however much a month. So with the cloud, the way it is you have your base service, and then okay, you're gonna get Ubisoft Plus. Okay, you want to add that to your subscription package? Oh, you pay an additional $14.99 a month. Then when EA comes, you want to play EA? It's like adding the NFL channels or the NHL channels or the MLB channels to your basic cable package. Everything is going to be added on as a basic cable, like it's basic cable, and you're just adding on whatever gaming packages you want. EA, Ubisoft, if Bethesda comes out with one, that's actually an interesting thought. Anyway, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like you have your base service, which you get great games and everything with. But if you want games from certain developers, and if they're coming out with their own services, then yeah, you're going to be paying an additional fee a month. I mean, then you got to think about how much you're willing to pay a month, and then factor into how many. I mean, like, because like if your gaming subscriptions total up to like $150 a month, is it really worth it that much? Or do you see what I mean?
Yep.
It's a choice as to what services you get and how much you pay.
Absolutely. All right, so Storm, what's your thoughts on this, homie? What you think about all this?
I'm all about it. I mean, I definitely heard what Bunny and Pete said, and I agree. I their takes were very interesting. I tell you that. But for me, it's just like, I like the cable analysis or that comparison, Bunny. I really do. I can't lie. But I think that if these companies have a library, if they have a strong enough portfolio, that people like myself will be willing to go ahead and pay that monthly subscription, because I play a lot of games. So I think the value is there for the people that's going to play a lot of those games. It might not work for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So they have to have different models of it. Like they have to have that basic, you know what I'm saying, where you come in at $4.99 or $9.99 or whatever, and then you just play I don't know, like certain games or something. I don't know. But then you get the grand deal at $14.99, and then you got everything, every Ubisoft game that's going to be releasing day and date, and all the back catalog or whatever. You have all those games for people. Again, like, see, people are forgetting the fact that there's content creators out here now, right? So, all right. So, and I know it's not all about them, but it's, first of all, it's generally people that love to play all these games anyway. They love to go back and play Splinter Cell. They have it. There's no new Splinter Cell. They like to go back and play Ghost Recon, Advanced Warfighter, or whatever the case, or whatever the game is, right? Because that game is nostalgic. So I feel like I go 50-50 with it, but I support it. But I can understand where Bunny and Peach would come from. You know what I'm saying? But I support that because I'm gonna drop that $14.99 and play all the damn Ubisoft games I could.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm
Yeah,
just
I know.
saying it's just that's how it seems like it's going.
Yeah,
And then, like I said, it's like you have basic cable, and then you pick what gaming companies you love. Like somebody like me, I like Ubisoft games. I hate EA games. Guess what? I won't buy EA, whatever their thing is. But hey, I'll get Ubisoft's.
Right. And
I
see
mean,
that makes sense.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So however many companies do this, it all depends. But it's all up to the player, because guess what? Those same games that's on those streaming services, most likely you'll be able to buy.
Well, Peach, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say something about that too, because I just said the only problem I have is that they're trying to obsolete physicals and trying to go into services.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Peach Mecca in the mother. Hey, look, that's what I was about to say. That's why I was like, yo, Peach, you got something to say? Because I swear that's what I was thinking. Now, look, Phil, let's go back to Phil, MM2K, please, man, please. Now, you done woke me up. Phil Spencer is not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? The dude know what he's trying to do with Game Pass and Xcloud. Pete's just hinted at it. All these damn subscription models and all that stuff is going to enable what? More cloud access and more convenience for all these damn gamers in the future now. Not now. In the future, going forward, looking at the outcome. Like, hey, AMD just had an event, and I'm not gonna go deep into it. They had an event. The lady, I forget her name, it's not Lisa Sue, but one of the ladies got on stage after Lisa Sue and said that AMD was catering towards consoles, pretty much, PC, and beyond PC. So that's the thing. They're starting to look like people like Phil Spencer starting to look outside of this whole console and PC space. He knows what the big picture is, and that's the cloud. So I just wanted to throw that in there because all these subscription services are going to set it all up. And you know what? Then, all right, so I'm the type of gamer that has said one time that I could see how consoles could disappear one day. And they're going to do that in the form of these subscriptions, whether we like it or not. But trends and times are going to move on, whether we want that to happen or not. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. That's the evolution.
Yeah, but that's the only problem. That's the problem I have with the whole thing, because now, and also we're seeing games are being removed from, sometimes there's maybe some legal action and stuff, and games being removed, or some reason the developer decided to cut the games out, and you go in there and look at the game you bought, find out it's gone. And that's also a biggest worry of me, is like, okay, well, what happens if I buy these games and all of a sudden you removing them, or somehow I get banned? So there's always that other thing, and doxing and stuff like that. People, we're seeing that in gaming all the time. Like the big old issue we had like a couple years ago, and I'm not saying that cloud streaming is, hey, it's nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to maybe read that very clear. There's nothing wrong with it. I just look at it on the positive side, and I look at it on the other side, like, is this is really what I really want, or other people want? Because it just feels like DRM to me, strongly. It feels like it's too much. It's too much, like, it's just too much. It just looks a little. It kind of bothers me a little. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'll say this, that, and I've been saying this a lot. I've been reminding people a lot of this. Shout out to the homie Amunar. It's the homie. I've been reminding people of this in the chat. I mean, not in the chat, but on Twitter and stuff like that. The reality is, we got to brace ourselves. The reality is is that with the advent of digital gaming, hence why PlayStation themselves is willing to drop their digital version, which is the same console of the one with the CD drive,
Right,
Blu-ray
man.
drive.
Yeah.
They dropped it
Right.
$100, right?
Yep.
A drive, a Blu-ray drive is not $100 difference. Why did they do that? Because all of these companies want to push you in the direction of digital distribution for the purpose of DRM. Why does Gran Turismo, even in its single player mode, got to do check-ins? You know what I'm saying? Why is Godfall, even in its single player mode, got to do check-ins? Why do the Xbox games, you know what I'm saying, got to do check-ins? Why were they trying to do that?
Yep.
Again, they're trying to push you towards DRM. Ubisoft has been big on DRM. This is not a surprise with them. And last but not least, if you go look up DRM and games, hold on, let me see if I can find this. I want to find this real quick. If you look up DRM and console games, you'll find out that the advent of DRM as it relates to console games is actually about to get more grave than it is on PC. So the thing that I'll say is that, it's something. See, a lot of us don't realize that when it comes to these console games, we don't own them. Some games, yes, you can put into your console and play it from beginning to end or play the majority of the content without having to go online. But that's because the license allows you to do so. As we get more and more into next generation, and suddenly I can't find this tweet that I've been sending to everybody, but as we get more and more in this generation, you're going to start seeing that more and more, even single player games. We're seeing it with Godfall and Gran Turismo, and here it goes right here. I'm going to put it up right here. This is from Digital Trends.
And also with like with the game Starlink. When you play Starlink, you now have to, if you have the physical like little figures.
Is it Starfield or because
No.
You talking about the Nintendo or the game that was on Nintendo? I know what you're talking about.
It's on
okay.
Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Oh, all right, okay.
But if you have the physical little figures to scan, you have to rescan them every 7 days to prove to the game that you have them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when I have Imaginators, when they first came out with the Imaginators on the Switch, I could scan all my Imaginators in, but I don't have to rescan them every 7 days. So they've changed that aspect of that because they're made by the same company.
See, here's the quote from Digital Trends as it relates to DRM. It says, there aren't any DRM free options for consoles. Now listen to this. This is what people don't realize. Console gamers, yes, can always buy physical copies of games, though. Even if a digital marketplace shuts down, you will always be able to put a disc into your console. Yes, you'll be able to put a disc into your console. As of the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, at least. That said, DRM on consoles comes from the console itself. Theoretically speaking, that means the platform holder could revoke your access to a game even if you have a physical copy. Without attempting to hack the game files, there's no way around that, which is DRM on consoles. So, to put it simply, yes, your game right now, when you put it in on Monday, you can play it probably from beginning to end if it's a single player game without worrying about DRM. But if on Tuesday, let's just say Xbox says, you know what? We don't want Attack of the Gift or whatever the hell the name of the game would be. We don't want you to access it without checking in online. They can make a console update that has that DRM for that game in it. And unless and if you play multiplayer, You can't play multiplayer again unless you get that console update. What Digital Trend perfectly illustrates is they can bake that DRM at the console level, forcing you to comply. So we got to understand that we're going into a generation where DRM is going to be very prevalent in what we do day to day. And cloud gaming is just the birth child of all that. So, but any other thoughts on that before we move on?
Nah.
No.
No.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. Next story is Destruction All Stars. Listen to this. I think this is a good story. It's turning lemons into lemonades. Destruction All Stars coming to PlayStation Plus in February. The story reads, hi everyone, wanted to share, this is from PlayStation themselves. We've decided to move the game's release date from November 20th to February 2021. Will be included for 2 months in PlayStation Plus at no additional cost. Who wants to pick up on this first? What do y'all think about this? That it apparently had to get pushed back because they had to finish working on the game. But to benefit gamers, they're putting it in PlayStation Plus at launch. No additional, you can get this game at no additional cost to your Plus subscription for 2 months. What do y'all think about this?
No thoughts.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I mean, games get delayed all the time. Which game was this one again?
Now this is Destruction All Stars.
Oh yeah, it was a PlayStation game, so I don't even know what it's about, to be honest with you.
It's like a roller. It's a roller derby / I don't know. Tron, what's the best way to describe this game?
It's everything.
It's a little bit of everything. It's all.
A little bit of
it's it all.
everything. It's very mixed with a lot of stuff in there. But far as I know, it's kind of like, you know what? Maybe if this might look really nice when people delay games, they will actually add a little something to it, because I think more companies should do that. Because it makes people like, damn, this game, we're going to wait. And they just add like, hey, we're going to add you free content or something like that on the side. So, it kind of gets people a little more hope instead of feeling disappointed every time a game is delayed. Because I feel like that's what's coming to now with people. They're just being more agitated about, just being a little more antsy. We're starting noticing that from other companies. So it's kind of like, we're seeing people just really feeling the pressure of just like, I have to wait another whole month or year just to play this game. This is bullshit. But now they got. Oh, sorry about that. I hope
This is not a family friendly channel. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. All right. So they don't want you guys to when you say you'll give us free PlayStation Plus stuff, you give free PlayStation, stuff like that. That's actually really nice to me. Now, if the other one, anybody does it, like Xbox or Nintendo do it, if they had to push back some games, but they give you stuff on the side, I think that would be really nice to see that too.
Nintendo typically does that. Like, I know when some games have gotten pushed back on the Switch, like when we had that year delay from Dragon Quest 11, Nintendo got a whole bunch of stuff that the original PlayStation and PC versions didn't get. And then when it finally did come out, it went to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, but PlayStation and PC had to rebuy the Switch version to get those aspects.
But I think the biggest takeaway from this, y'all, is the fact that, it's going into PlayStation Plus. So, it's going into, so you don't have to buy this game straight out. If you have the PlayStation Plus model, the model that allows you to play, games that aren't free to play online. If you have that model, which is what, $10 a month or $60 a year, I think there's even a coupon now where you can get it for a whole year for like $34.99. That's out there. Yeah. If you have that, you get this game free. I mean, in addition to, I don't want to say free because you got to pay for it, but you get this in addition to that subscription model. You don't have to pay full price for it. Where originally at launch, this game for the PlayStation 5 was going to be $70. I think that's huge. What do you, Storm? What do you think
Oh,
about
it was
that?
going to be 70?
It was going to be
Lord.
$70, and if you got PlayStation Plus, you get this free with this subscription
For 2 months, right?
for 2 months. And then, and the way it works is it's not only going to be free for those 2 months. I don't believe what you do is you got 2 months to claim the game. If you claim the game anytime within those 2 months, you got it. It's yours forever.
Interesting.
Storm, what you think about all this?
I think it's dope. I mean, I do. Like it gives people incentive to sign up. That's for sure. If they haven't thought about it and they want to play the game, yeah. So I'm all about that.
Oh, but wait a minute. Doesn't this bring up a whole nother topic of a
Mhm.
PlayStation game going day and date
Well,
to PlayStation Plus, even if it's for 2 months? It's going day. It's a new release going day and date. Do you think that they're doing this also as a way to test to see if the Xbox model of putting their games day and date
well,
will work on PlayStation?
I stepped on that rake yesterday and I got lambasted out in the community. I'll say this, that I had misread it as it being going into PlayStation Plus day and date as PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now is the cloud service, the full subscription, their subscription service of rotating games, where PlayStation Plus is just their online subscription model that gives you free games every month. This doesn't necessarily tie in to it. What Microsoft doing? What Microsoft is doing is they're putting their games day and date into Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? But I'm one that believe, because I see the chart. I've read the chart from Jim Ryan, from Lion Ryan. Lion Ryan said to the investors that the mainstream ways of gaming next gen are going to be disc, digital download, and streaming. So it's gonna their games are gonna come day and date to the streaming model. It's just the question is next when. With that being said, that's not popular to say right now. So I stepped on that rake too early, mixing up the PlayStation Plus versus PlayStation Now. So I'm gonna say right now, no, that's just them. I think this is just them trying to clean up the fact that A, they were getting some flack because the game was $70, and two, trying to get ahead of any controversy there would be because they had to push back the game and it was a launch title. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why they're doing it.
Okay.
Yep. So, all right. Any other thoughts on this before we move to the meat and potatoes of the show?
I
No.
said we move to the meat and potatoes.
All right.
Yep.
So now we are entering the tag table. And again, this is where we talk about the big subjects of the week, right? Everybody gives a hashtag to symbolize their thoughts on it, and then they elaborate. We then, after each subject matter, pass it on to you guys for you all to decide who had the best hashtag, and then we turn it over to you. All right, we're gonna have to do this speed round because we kind of went over a little bit on the on the honorable mentions. But with that said, that's cool. So it's all gravy. First and foremost, we're all gonna jump in on this. Let's talk about this. Hold on, where am I at? Right here. Nintendo is releasing 3 Switch bundles in Japan next month, and Bunny, you want to? I know we were all just going to talk about this, but Bunny, you are a Nintendo Switch expert. Can you talk about what makes this a little peculiar?
What makes it a little peculiar is they're going to be releasing Splatoon 2 and the Splatoon 2 Pro controller as a bundle, but they've already stated that they're not doing any new updates with Splatoon 2. And there's no more new Splatfest. Like the last Splatfest happened last year, and all the Splatfests that we've been having this year so far are repeats of the old Splatfest. So I'm not sure. I am so sorry, y'all. I'm just super tired from work. I'm not sure why they're doing this. I don't understand if it's to clear out their warehouse of the game or to get people hyped for Splatoon. If they might be announcing the next Splatoon 3 next year. And they want to get people into the hype of Splatoon. I don't know. But it was just super odd that I saw that and I was like, wait a minute. They're not updating Splatoon 2 anymore.
All right. So now that you took that, now we gonna start with you. What are your thoughts? What's your hashtag on this matter? And what are your final thoughts on it?
Hashtag odd as hell.
Hashtag odd as hell. And to sum it all up, why do you feel it's odd as hell?
Why promote a bundle of a game that you're no longer updating? In fact, the staff that was working on Splatoon 2, a lot of them went to go work on Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Like the head guy who was over Splatoon, he's over working on Animal Crossing.
Got you. All right.
So that's the crazy thing about it to me.
All right, I'm going to go next. I'm going to say hashtag sneaky. For those that have seen Mr. Deeds with Adam, was that Adam? Not Adam Sessler. Adam, what's the comedian guy's name that used to be on Saturday Night Live? Adam
Sandler?
Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler. Mr. Deeds, very, very sneaky. This is very sneaky of Nintendo. Why do I say it's sneaky? Because we're going to get into a little bit further in the show, but Nintendo's been doing some sneaky stealth droppy type stuff with the Direct, with the cloud thing, and now this. Like, I think that, like you said, they're working on something. Something is happening in relation to Splatoon, the Splatoon series, I think, and I think this is just a precursor to it. So I'm going with hashtag sneaky. All right, Storm, you up next, homie. Storm, what is your hashtag and what are your thoughts on this?
I'm going hashtag I don't get it, man. Because I just don't know what the logic is. You know, if I can't break down the logic of it, then I'm confused as hell. So I don't get it. That's what I'm going with.
Hashtag I don't get it. And Tronny, what are your thoughts on this whole subject? What's your hashtag and your thoughts?
Hashtag typical Nintendo.
Oh crap! Oh man!
I was gonna say, man, I ain't gonna.
I'll let you go first, bro.
The exact same thing, but
I'll let you do it.
In line with that.
I'll let you go first.
It's typical. This is like far but close. I'm thinking this stuff probably was planned like early this year, and a lot of things has happened. And they probably, like you said, like Dwayne said, probably the warehouse. They're probably cleaning up everything and trying to get rid of all this back stuff they've been having and all this other things. Because I do think it's because of the the COVID thing. Everything got like shut down, put on hold on everything, and now they're slowly releasing stuff out. And like I said, they don't know if they might have to do another shutdown or something. They want to get this stuff out as soon as possible. So, but like I said, it's just typical Nintendo. They're unpredictable. They'll do things where make you question.
All right, so here it goes, folks. The Nintendo bundle. All right, so we have Tronny with typical Nintendo. Bunny says odd as hell. MM2K says hashtag sneaky, and the homie Storm says hashtag I don't get it. So everybody, let us know who you feel has the best hashtag that describes this story. I'll put it right there in the chat. And now we're going to move on. Just vote and let us know who y'all feel, who y'all dig, whose explanation y'all dig the most. Next subject matter. We got, this is a doozy, y'all. Good golly, Miss Molly. The lead, Chris Lee from Halo, has resigned. This is courtesy of Windows Central. And the story read, damn, Windows Central, you got a whole bunch of ads, man. Pockets running thin like that. Goodness. Let me stop. All right. The story leads from this. What do you need to know? It has been reported that 343 Industries head of FPS development, Chris Lee, has resigned from the studio Since this resignation has come ahead of the launch of Halo Infinite, many are concerned about the game's development. Two others have left 343 Industries before Lee and Joseph Staten. I think that was the person we were looking for, Bunny. Joseph Staten was also, no, that wasn't him, brought on to assist the finishing of Halo. So,
Nah, it was in August of 2019. It was let's see here. Tim Longo left
Tim Longo
in
left.
August of 2019, and then executive producer Mary Olson left in October of 2019.
And I know where they went, but I'm under NDA. I can't talk about it. I know where them two went. Well, I don't think I'm under NDA for that. I'm not allowed to talk about the project. Yeah, because I think now that it's hitting me, I think that the place that they went to is public knowledge. I'm just not allowed to talk about the project that they're working on. So what I will say is that wow, what the hell is going on? Bunny, do you want to? Can you talk a little bit more about this and then give us your hashtag?
I don't know what's going on over there because they're saying he resigned from 343, but he's still a Microsoft employee, just not working on Halo. He's working on something else.
I got you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So it's okay. So you quote unquote resigned, but you're still a Microsoft employee. You're just not working on Halo. And then he says that Halo's going to be fine. He trusts everybody, blasey, blasey, blasey. Halo doesn't even have a release date yet.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it doesn't even have a release date yet and you're leaving, I think something's, my hashtag is something's hanky.
Something's hanky. I like that. Let me see here. Let me just do one more thing. All right. Okay. So let me say this. Let me see. Hashtag hanky. I like that. Can I steal that? Hey, chat. Can I do hashtag what's hanky too? Will y'all let me slide with that one? Halo story. All right. And then so Bunnies is hashtag hanky. All right. Tronny, you're up next. What is your hashtag? What do you think about this whole situation? Uh-oh. I think Tronny's muted. Okay, Storm, what do you think about this situation and what's your hashtag?
I'm gonna go with where the game at? Damn,
I like
hashtag
shoot. Okay.
Where the game at, man? Where the game at?
Crazy.
So I don't care about all these moves and stuff in 2K, man. Where the game at, man? Give us a window and like, come on, man.
Tron, you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts? And then give us your hashtag on this story with Halo. It's crazy stuff.
Hashtag Andromeda.
Oh man. Woo! Hashtag Andromeda. Now, why you saying that? Let the good people know what you mean by that.
The reason why, because this sounds like the development hell with Mass Effect Andromeda. They went through the whole thing. Leads were leaving. You had people who were writers, other like programmers were leaving. It's just becoming a hot mess again. And I feel like this is exactly and like you want to say, some people are trying to put down, maybe because it's crunch or something, because I saw some comments like maybe they're having crunch issues. But I'm sitting here like, no, it's not the crunches, it's the people at the top. Is the ones who are responsible. And this is why I was talking about, and I said again, I'm going to keep saying it. Microsoft needs to start paying attention what is going on in 343, then hype up Bethesda. That's how I see it. It's something that if that's my company, there's problems there, I'm going to go to the root of it and see what's going on. Like, whoa, what's wrong with this game? We showed it. There's some problems. What's going on? You got to You gotta make sure your team is being a team. That's what you need to check out. It doesn't sound like there's no leadership. It doesn't sound like it to me.
Wow. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. I will say that, to say the least. Therefore, I had my hashtag in my head. You see, I was trying to hesitate and stall because I lost it. I'm gonna go with hashtag quality check. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do hashtag quality check. Why am I going with hashtag quality check? I think that this is synonymous with Microsoft. And if I had to, if somebody paid me to say, hey, look, man, we know we're making money, but we're really trying to expand as the Microsoft brand. We really want to hit these billion gamers. We want to have this favorable mind share. We want to do all that stuff, but we just can't penetrate because something's wrong. What is it? MM2K, you're our advisor. What is it? And I'm going to say quality check. I don't know what the rigors are of the quality process, but Microsoft is missing it. Now, it's great that they have Bethesda. Bethesda's better at it. But if you look at Bethesda's track record over the last couple of years, again, I'm not trying to hate, but the reason why that this deal went through is because from what I remember, if my memory serves me right, Bethesda went from being worth $9.5 billion to $7.5 billion in just a matter of 2 years because all of their efforts were underwater. So they lost a worth of $2.2 billion, if my memory serves me right, in 2 years, right? So their quality check, and again, even though I like Fallout 76, you know how a lot of people felt about that at launch. So their quality check ain't the greatest right now, and they take forever making games. And that is my thing. I would say, look, Microsoft, more than anything, we got to keep it real. Y'all just don't have the talent. Y'all don't have the Yoshida that can walk into a Santa Monica, look at the original concept for the God of War reboot and say, Kiko, this is not it. Start over again. And then you therefore get the masterpiece, which is the God of War, you know what I'm saying, that came out in 2018. That helped propel PlayStation to one of its biggest years in history. You don't have that inherent talent, I'm sorry. So because you don't have that inherent talent, you have to bake in a system that has more stringent quality check controls or quality control period. So I'm going to say hashtag quality check. Those are my thoughts. So I think did we get everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So with that said, that was our thoughts on the whole Halo story. We're going to put it in the chat. Let us know who you think got the best hashtag for that one. Storm had let me see here. Make sure. So where the game at? I had hashtag quality check. Snow Bunny had Hanky, and Tronny had Andromeda. It's giving her Andromeda vibes. Let us know who y'all think had the best hashtag when it came to that story. All right, next, let's go through it. Whoo! Oh, we're hitting them now. We're hitting them now. Golly, CyberPunk. Here goes a tweet from CyberPunk. It reads, from yesterday, today we've decided to move the release date of CyberPunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Tronny, can you tell us more about what's going on here with CyberPunk 2077? Uh-oh. Did we lose Tronny again? Okay, till Tronny comes back. CyberPunk 2077, as y'all can see, has been delayed. Again, this is the fourth time in 1 year it's been delayed. You back, Tronny?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know I muted myself. I was talking.
Oh, that's all right.
This is something where I was started noticing. We kind of had the vibes of them. There was a delay. There was also prediction 2 weeks ago they might delay this, and they were telling people, no, we're not. We're going to keep going. We're going gold and all this stuff. But now it's been confirmed. They didn't even know they were going to be delayed that day. It was yesterday.
Wow.
So it's so from I don't know if you guys want to take Jason Schreier's words, but apparently he talks to the people over there, and they were saying to him from his sources that they were told I guess they were not told they were going to be delayed. So it was a surprise. And right now, from what I gathered, that they're that everything is actually finished. The PC and the next gen consoles are done. It's the current gen consoles that
That's
they're still
causing a
working
problem.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. What I was supposed to do is give you liberty to pick who you want to go first, and then we just go down the line. But who do you want to go first to give their hashtag and their thoughts?
Um, Storm, maybe Storm. I think. Um, Storm. I think you guys should go first. I'll do last.
Okay.
I'll give my thoughts a little bit more.
Storm, what you think about this, bro?
You know what? Break it down to me one more time, man, because
Well, no, just CyberPunk.
Yeah, the CyberPunk thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, man. I don't even have words. I'm speechless, man. That's my hashtag. Speechless. I just don't know. That's gonna be my hashtag. I'm gonna tell you that now. But I don't understand. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Emma, man. I'm so disappointed. Like with all these date changes and stuff, bro. It's like so crazy. I don't even have the enthusiasm for the game that I had before. So I'm gonna leave it right there, man. So I don't sound overly negative. I just don't, man. Speechless.
Who's next? Because I guess I can go
I'll
next.
go.
Okay,
go ahead, Moss. Go ahead, Moss.
Hashtag enough already. I'm tired. This was my heavily most anticipated game, and the more and more it gets delayed, the more and more I get wind of investors that are like yelling at them, like they're at a playground. The more and more I see things like, oh, me as a Stadia gamer seeing it being released on the year one anniversary of Stadia, but then for that to be fizzled a week later, for crying out loud, Jesus. It's like enough already. Like, just come back out tomorrow and say the game ain't released until Q1 2021. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We got Watch Dogs. We got, you know what I'm saying? What else? Phoenix Immortals Rising. Then, that those are releasing everywhere. And then you got a whole bunch of other stuff coming out this year. There's plenty of games to be out there. Yes, at the beginning of this year, it was all about Cyberpunk 2077 and Last of Us 2, and we were excited to get hit with the 1-2 punch. But right now, I think it's fizzling. And right now, that's going to be a hell of a day one patch, y'all. Believe you me. I don't care what they do in this 21 days. That's going to be a hell of a day one patch. I think that the game is going to be cool, but it's going to be, it might be a mess to get through at first. I'd hate to see the game in that vein. If you got to do all this, if you got to push it back after it went gold, for crying out loud, if COVID or whatever the case may be is that much of an issue, then just push it back to Q1 2021. So that's my hashtag. Enough already. All right, go ahead, Bunny.
My hashtag is hashtag PC only.
Oh wow.
The reason is the scope of the game that they envisioned. I personally think it's way too big for consoles.
Okay. All right.
The scope that they were hoping for to achieve with the game, it's so large that it's like almost like a PC only game. That's the reason World of Warcraft has never been on console. Because the scope of the game was so large they couldn't get it to go on console.
Yeah.
Like another game that was PC only, American McGee's Alice. That game was PC only, and American McGee himself stated it will never go to consoles because the scope of the game, the configuration of a controller, would never be able to give you the full scope of the game. Once with EA, when they did Alice Madness Returns, American McGee didn't have any say in that one, I don't think. And they put the PC version of Alice on consoles. And the only way you could get it was if you purchased if you purchased Alice, The Madness Returns. But from what my friends were telling me, it was better on PC than it was on console due to the limitations of consoles versus the vastness of PCs. So when they showed this whole scope of the game, when they first was talking about it, and first, third person, blasey, this, that, and the other, the scope of the game was so large to me. I just was like, this should be PC only. And now they got it was supposed to come out a while ago. Before these new consoles were even announced, they were already talking about announcing it. The fact that the new consoles are almost bottom tier PCs, it can run it, but now they're trying to make it so that it's a cross-gen game. Those consoles can't run it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason, that's the reason I'm saying PC only. That game, the scope of that game should have been PC only.
All right, Tronny.
Okay, so I can say how I strongly feel about it. Hashtag yikes. I say yikes because not only that is just it is right now they got, like I said, they had the game done for both PC and the next gen console. The current one is they're working on the current consoles, so that's the talk. But also, this is exactly why, like, I'm looking at this in another way. Like, this is the why. I respect CG Projekt Red. I respect them dearly, but at the same time, like Buddy said, they should have really thought this out and just made it at least PC exclusive.
Yeah,
that would actually get more PC. That gets more people to buy PC. To be honest, that gets them to build one or buy one pre-built. So if that will work a whole lot better, and I think this is where I'm just going to say for real, this is. Oof. Also, we're just hearing that they're getting death threats from fans right now.
Yeah,
and it's like, and I trying to retweet one of the messages. And I'm looking at this and I'm just like, are you guys serious? Like, you're not making the game. You're just playing it. You're playing the game. So why are you sending death threats to people? Why are you even doing that? How you should be encouraging the developers. Hey, you know what? We understand you're going through some stuff. You should be encouraging them, helping them out, giving them some confidence. Not sit there and having the police escort them out the building. That's really that's ridiculous. You know, that's got to the point where that what concerns me about gaming now is the fact that games are just too immersed in people's lives.
Yep, I agree. No, and I do want to add to death. I get where people try to be dismissive of those that again take off from work and stuff like that. And I don't want to take credit for this comment, but I was listening to IGN earlier today, and they said this elegantly. I got to give credit where credit is due. You know, people take off from work. It's not easy for everybody, especially now with this whole COVID thing, for them to manipulate their schedule. So I get where people, again, were expecting a 1-2 punch and were really dying for this game. Like I was one of them at first. And so I get it that you're upset, but at the same time, it's video games, y'all, and I don't want to be dismissive of our culture, but I'm not threatening nobody's life over a video game. Like we gotta really tone it down, bring it in just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we are getting into a real bad territory right there. Yeah, you can express your rage, your anger. I get where people are angry, all that other stuff, but to be sitting there threatening somebody over this, I don't understand. So with that said, y'all, that is everybody's comments on the subject matter. We're gonna ask you to vote. Who said it best? You know what I'm saying? I said the subject was Cyberpunk 2077. MM2K said enough already. Tronny said yikes. Storm said speechless. Snow Bunny said PC only. Go ahead and vote, y'all. Let us know who you think had the best hashtag. All right. Last but certainly not least, we got our homie Project Storm, and he's going to talk about this AMD event. So Storm, let us know what is this little insignificant thing AMD did today, man.
Look, man, it's the best time to be a PC gamer. I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't make no sense. Like, if you all are sitting up here thinking that the consoles is it, that's false. Consoles ain't it. Now, I will be checking for consoles myself. I do plan to get both. I'm very excited to make content and play these games that they have coming to these consoles, and some of the older ones that I haven't knocked out yet. But I'm gonna say this right here, man. Nvidia came out here swinging, gave people something that they've never seen before from Nvidia, right? I mean, it was a monumental leap forward, you know, that people hadn't seen for years from them, if ever. So with that type of technology in these RTX 3000 series cards, when they drop, people were like, AMD is dead. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Like, you could kind of see them kind of laughing and smirking a little bit, like there's no damn way AMD can top this or get even close, remotely close to it, right? So all outcome, fast forward to the event today. All right. Check that out if y'all haven't seen it yet. Even if you're not into that type of technology or whatever, check it out anyway, because AMD is powering all these systems, the Xbox Series X and S, the PS5, Stadia. I mean, it PCs already. So, hey, y'all, you got to understand the technology that AMD seems to have gotten under control in their camp, right? They got the Ryzen CPUs or whatever that, you know, that was already just great value. You know what I'm saying? Now they're coming out here with these GPUs that's on par with the 3080, the RTX 3080, which is a beast at 4K gaming, y'all. They came out here and just stole it. Look, they came out, not only are they exceeding the 3080, and it's going to be a cheaper price point, you know what I'm saying? And they have a surprise. They announced a surprise 6900 XT card that can compete with the 3090. The 3090 can do 8K gaming already, y'all. Now I know a lot of people don't care about that. 8K is not ready yet, but what it can do for 4K is the thing that's most impressive. Yo, it's huge if you're a PC gamer. And you all know what I'm saying. Now we have to make decisions. Like all the people that was like, yo, you know what? I can't get an RTX card. Some people sold their 2080 Ti's for the 3000 series. And now AMD is out here and they're gonna give people something that's more powerful than the 3000 series that was already like mind-blowing performance-wise. Yo. That's all I can say right now, man. It's just wow. But with that being said, I'm gonna pass it to you, man. It's crazy.
So what is my hashtag on this? I want to say hashtag intriguing. The reason why I'm gonna go with hashtag intriguing is because, again, y'all know me. When it comes to well, if you don't know, I'm an Nvidia nut. You know, I gotta keep it real with y'all. I've been personally scorned by AMD. here's how this may be superficial, whatever, but I am what I am, right? I can only be me. Years ago, when me and my brother was in our similar in our I'm gonna somewhat bachelor days, I'll say. we had everything, man. We had 2 Xboxes, 2 PlayStation 2s, 2 GameCubes. Don't ask us why we had 2 GameCubes. And we had a badass PC, right? That my brother built from the ground up. And he overclocked that mug. It was an AMD. He overclocked the GPU. Oh no, the CPU. Everything in it was AMD, I believe it was at the time. He had AMD. I know he at least had AMD GPU, CPU, something like that, right? So when he overclocked it, that bad boy set on fire. The memory card, not the memory, damn it. The GPU and not just the CPU, the GPU and the CPU, kaboosh, caught on fire. We had to put that mug out. And then from then on, in that era, AMD was known to be highly combustible. was to be a barbecue. Was known to be a barbecue pit, right? Wow. So I have it embroidered in my mind, Storm, that AMD stay away from, keep away, do not touch, like them old Mr. Yuck commercials. But Storm has been helping me, guiding me through the way. Storm is my psychiatrist. So Storm has been guiding me through the way. He's been telling me, he said, MM2K, don't sleep on AMD. And now that NVIDIA has been known, they shocked everybody. They made everybody pay $8,000 for these 2080 cards, only to come out 5 days later with these 3000 series cards, right? And now AMD sliding up in there sliding up in everybody's DMs like, check us out. Better performance in a lot of ways and cheaper price. And the 3070 card, Storm, that I was going by, now all of a sudden is off the market. So I can dig it now. This is very intriguing. I'm not saying I'm fully on board yet. We already know AMD is rocking it on the console and on the gaming platform side. Be leery of what's dropping in Gen 2 Stadia, by the way. That's all I'm going to say. But with that said, I'm very intrigued. So mine is #intriguing.
That's what's up. And I like it. Did I mention the fact that they were talking ray tracing and all that stuff, man?
Tell them.
They partnered up with Microsoft for the DX12 technology and all this. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They got some new proprietary technology, man, where the CPUs and the GPUs gonna work together, man. And I kind of called that one, by the way. I kind of said that was gonna happen. And the fact that they're gonna be, hey, man, it's something special going on technology wise. Now, I do feel like I got what I wanted from 2020, y'all, and I know we want to pass it. We're gonna pass it to Bunny next.
Mm-hmm. #Curiouser and Curiouser. Because like I said, I understand the graphics cards and things like that, and AMD and NVIDIA and everything is always going head to head. And NVIDIA had this huge, we'll just say, boo-boo back here with their latest graphics cards reveal and things like that. AMD is really trying to push it, and that's what makes it curious, because they're always trying to push it, but it looks like there's right now in the field of graphics cards and things, they may take down the king, NVIDIA, and that's why it's so interesting to watch.
Absolutely. They are setting themselves up to do just that. I'm telling you now, if you saw the reception of that show today, over almost 300,000 people, or it probably broke 300K. Like last night, it was like almost 2,000 people in the damn chat waiting. Last night, 17 hours before the event.
What'd you say? Just sitting?
Talking, just sitting there and talking.
Wow, yeah.
Some of them probably pulled an all-nighter for the event, and it was worth it if they did. I can tell you that right now, man. AMD is here.
Yeah.
So, Tron, what's your thoughts and what's your hashtag?
Oof. OOF.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
#oof.
There's
what's
so
that all
much.
about?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was talking to Bunny and Storm, and I was talking about wanting to build a PC. And I've been trying to do it for the longest, but every time is always something. And and I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna go to maybe more of a high power PC, which one should I get? NVIDIA or get AMD. That's my question.
Okay. All right.
Just
That makes
I will.
sense.
And did I put my hashtag on it?
No, you ain't go yet, brother. I'm waiting to see what you got to say, but I'm waiting to hear the cap. No, I'm waiting to
Hey
see what you
man,
got.
check it. All I'm saying is, this is what it's all about right here. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Now that's not
Okay.
my hashtag. Actually, call the coroner is my hashtag.
What? Hey,
Call the
bro,
coroner, man.
is that what you
Hey,
trying to say, bro?
Check
Hey,
this out. They
go
done
ahead,
killed
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
damn game, man. They
Oh,
killed NVIDIA with this show today, man. I don't care how you look at it.
Damn.
You come in with more performance and a cheaper price point. Now NVIDIA has to respond. Yes, they will. They'll respond with the TI cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can just see that coming plain as day. And then see the crazy part about competition is AMD will then respond with their you hearing it right here first, y'all. You know what I mean? You're hearing it right here first. They're gonna come out with their 6850 or you know, the 6850 and a 6950 or something like that cards to counter what NVIDIA does. So man, it's just crazy all around, man. And then again, you're talking about the RDNA2 technology is powering these consoles. Stadia is probably definitely going to upgrade from RDNA1 to RDNA2, which is why they're telling us that the Google TV got pushed back for Stadia. So, and all these games coming in 2021, they're talking ray tracing, all this, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's about to go down. So yeah, that's my hashtag, man. Call the corner.
Wow. Hashtag call the corner. Dang, bro, saying it like that. Well, all right. Well, there we go. There we have it. So there goes. Let me see. Let me put here AMD show. All right, and that is the final subject matter. Let's vote on it, y'all. Y'all vote and tell us who said it best. We got AMD. We got MM2K said intriguing. Tron said hashtag oof. Storm said call the corner. And Snow Bunny said curious. Let us know. Let us know who said it best. And we're going to tally up all the points before we end the show. But we got a few moments left. And now we're going to turn it over to y'all. Yes. Now we have live phone calls that are open. Now I know this is, a little bit later than in the day that you may, normally call up your favorite podcasts and all that other stuff. But we're itching to hear from you. So here's what you can do. There's two things you can do, y'all. You can call the Skype line, and if I can get this back up here. Nope, that's the wrong one. If we get this over here up here. Yep, there we go. You can call the Skype line at 724-739-3612, or you can leave us a Yappa. Just hit that link and go to Yappa. And if you leave us a Yappa comment, you can record an audio or a video comment, and we'll read it live on air. We'll play it live on air, rather, and get your thoughts on any of these subject matters that we're talking about today. And that was not supposed to happen. There we go. All right, that was supposed to happen. I just want to make sure I got the Yappas up and everything. So there we go. Skype line, 724-739-3612. You can call in, talk to the commission crew about anything that we talked about today or something that you want to go over, or you can leave us a Yappa. All right. So with that said, while we're waiting these last few moments to see if anybody wants to call in or leave a Yappa, let's talk about it. Is there any other subject matters? I know there were some things that didn't get to the honorable mentions. So let's throw it out there. Yep. The importance.
Stuff.
All right, what we got?
When we talk about cloud now, looks like Nintendo is cloud streaming.
Yeah.
So today, Control and Hitman 3 is being streamed on the Nintendo Switch. You can go to your eShop. They say it's a quote unquote free download with in-game purchases on Control. So I'm guessing it's like what you guys said about Stadia. They let you play the game to test to see how stable it is before they let you buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's something like that going on. But Nintendo has streaming? What?
Yeah.
Cloud streaming?
Ain't that crazy?
And like I said, it's to Hitman 3 and Control. So I'm sitting there like, wow, that is crazy.
Storm, me
What
and
up?
you are the cloud aficionados, man. What you think about this? What is this? What does this mean for Stadia? Is Stadia dead now that Nintendo's doing this? What you think, man?
Hey, nothing can kill Stadia. I'm gonna say it just like that. Nothing can kill Stadia. Now, I have been talking about the possibility of Nintendo going to the cloud. It just makes sense with that catalog of games and everything, man. That makes sense. So once they get everything up and rolling and they start firing on all cylinders with these exclusive games, and I don't know. I just hope that whatever they do, I just hope that the price is right and all that good stuff, because right now they're letting you try it. Like Bunny just said. And again, it's Nintendo. They can make this move. They were being put in a situation where it was kind of like, how can they not make the move? PlayStation's already in the business. Amazon jumped in, Stadia's in, you know what I mean? Xbox is in. So they almost had to do it. To tell you the truth, man, I'm not really surprised, but I am like, I want to see how good it works and stuff like that. It might be beneficial for me.
Red Raven in the chat, he did make a comment here. He said they tried it a while ago in Japan with Resident Evil 7 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I know with Resident Evil 7, when Capcom tried streaming it, they made it so that you could only get sections of the game, not the full game. It was like you were renting sections of the game. And you had that, like, you would pay for it, and then you'd have it for a certain time period, and then they would take it off the Switch, and then they would put it back. They would put the next section on the Switch. So it was a success failure. They showed where people were interested in it, but it failed because of the strategy they were going with it.
Tron,
Like
what
they
you think?
said,
I'm sorry.
I was saying Capcom said it was a failure, but it's still something they were playing around with.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got a mixed bag about this, but Tronny, what do you think about this?
You want me to hashtag?
I know. No, not a hashtag, but just in general. I know.
wanted
Tron.
to do it. I feel like, well, at the moment, I just really have no words right now for it. But I will say this: it's good to see Hitman and Control being on the Switch, because that will get more different type of games like that to come onto the platform. It's really nice to see that.
Tron, we know you hate cloud gaming. We know it.
I don't hate cloud gaming.
Hate flow through. No,
I don't hate cloud gaming. I'm always concerned about the people who are controlling the cloud gaming and stuff like that. I'm still looking to, Stadia is still starting to look really good to me. I mean, if you got more indies and stuff and other stuff coming out, I'm still looking to that. Curious.
Smart move.
Yeah, this is what I think, y'all. Because Storm may have seen it too. Not a whole bunch of people, but I saw some people in the Stadia community say, "Ooh, Stadia better get ready." And then I seen some people, just a few, not a lot. I didn't see a whole bunch of buzz about this the way I think we will eventually, and I think that's deliberate, and I'll explain why. But to those people that feel like that Stadia is in trouble because of this, whether you're inside the community or not, I don't think you're looking at this holistically. This actually helps Stadia. How does this help Stadia? This helps Stadia more than Stadia could even help themselves. Why? Because what people had to do in order to play this is they had to go say, look, I'm interested in playing this game. And because the way Nintendo was addressing this, there's a bureaucracy behind it, though. The way that they're saying it is they're saying, hey, look, cool. This is the experimental thing. We want to make sure that you are fully happy and that everything is working before we give you full carte blanche access to buy this game, because we don't do no damn refunds here. We are not Stadia. We're Nintendo. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you play 5 minutes of the game. And while you're playing 5 minutes of the game, we're going to have our little setup network checker examining your access to the game. And if we determine that your 5 minutes of the game wasn't optimal, you can't buy the game. You can't buy the game. We're not even going to play them games with you. And see, and what people did is, despite that, they went through the rigors, played the game, and people were still buying it after they were giving out. They didn't go, oh, this is too much, I don't want to do this. So if they're willing to do that, after all that bureaucracy, what does that say to the haters that's been telling us for the last 11, 12, 13, 14 months that the Stadia business model makes no sense? That why would you buy games a la carte via the cloud? Nintendo just showed you why. If you really want access to that game and you have a means or a platform that you're enjoying that you want to play it on, or if you don't have said money to buy a Switch and you just want to play, you want the game that you see on your screen right now, CyberPunk 2077, you want to just be able to play it without having to buy a console or platform, then there goes that business model for you. That business model was just legitimized for you. And Nintendo, by doing this, is actually legitimizing the Stadia business model. I think it's fantastic. I love it. Of course, it's competition, because Stadia would rather have those people on its cloud service than on Nintendo's. But competition breeds better offerings in a lot of ways. So I love it all the way around. I see nothing but a win-win situation for gamers in totality. You know what I'm saying? Those are my thoughts. But that was it for me on that subject matter. I think we got time for one more topic to wait around and see if anybody wants to call in. Call in 724-739-3640. I tell you what, let me do this. I'm going to do the rest of the show on the phone just to show y'all how easy it is. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to call in right now. Now bear with me now. We can call in. Okay, this is how it works, y'all. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. We don't bite.
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you? Welcome to the show through your phone.
Yes, I am doing the rest of the show through my phone. Audience, let me know, how do I sound? Am I too loud? Am I too low? Whatever the case may be. But my name is in the chat. Say that again.
You sound like you're far away, talking through a cup.
Yeah, I got you guys on speaker. Okay. So what about now? Do I sound a little bit better now?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to say this first and foremost. I love the panel. The only question that I have is that Project Storm guy. His bro love for Phil Spencer, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might want to talk that over. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, besides all that, I love the show. You know what I mean? Tron, she hates cloud gaming, but I still love Tron. No, I'm just joking.
Well, MM, let's just say we are an all-around group here, and people have their loves.
I got it. Uh-oh.
And my damn cat.
All right, I'm gonna get off the phone because I'm echoing right now. But that, just to show everybody that it works. It works. Call in 724-739-3612. And I'm getting off because we got a yap. I want to play the yap live on air before we go off. So.
Oh yes, bring it.
All right. So we got a yap, y'all. So let me do this. I gotta do this in order to make it live, so everybody can hear it. Hold on one second. And y'all know, and look, I don't want no DMs. Y'all know I love Project Storm. You know, I'm just messing with him. Okay. He's quiet today. I'm trying to jolt him up.
I know. Stormy, are you okay? What are you playing over there?
I'm not playing anything. I'm telling you, I'm good.
Let me see here.
You've been quiet this whole show.
I'm chilling. I don't like taking over. You know what I'm saying? I got to stop it, because once I go, I'm gone. Y'all can't rope me.
We want that excitement, man. You know, the
Nah,
people love
man,
that
y'all can't
excitement.
handle.
You said,
Y'all
he said
can't
we
handle
can't
it. Nah,
handle
it don't fit. I don't want to run the ladies off the show, man. It's not time for that. You know what I mean? It's not time for that right now.
All right, let me do this. I'm gonna play this audio right now. This is from EJ Mix. Appreciate you, my good friend. Let's play their yappa and let's make sure everybody can hear it. Let's go.
It's your boy EJ Mix. I got my own hashtag about the CyberPunk 2077 news, man. Hashtag chill out, man. It's not that deep for
Can't
me.
hear
I
it.
know this is probably gonna be the last delay.
Oh, hold on, y'all can't hear. Hold on, let me.
You know, at this point, I
No.
think
I had the wrong. Yep, that was my bad. I had the wrong channel. We're gonna play it back. I like this is dope though. Hey, EJ Mix, you gotta call in some more, man. Call in too, brother. Hold on. Okay, let me because it don't want to cooperate. That is, it's not Yappa's fault. It's Chrome's fault.
yo, what's good? It's your boy EJ Mix. I got my own hashtag about the CyberPunk 2077 news, man. Hashtag chill out, man. It's not that deep for me. I know this is probably gonna be the last delay. You know, at this point, I think it's more than likely going to be coming out in December. That's when this game is going to come out, especially because, it's gone gold. We know the game is ready. They just got 9 different versions of the game they got to test and get ready. So, I mean, on that note, I think it's going to be all right. I'm not canceling my pre-order. We good to go. We just got to chill out. I'm not as hype, like y'all said. I'm not as hype as well, but, I'm still hype for this game. Now they just got to test. We in the testing phase, and it's gonna go all right. It's going to be straight. But that's my take. Great show, y'all. Peace.
Okay, EJ, hey, that was dope,
calling
bro.
in.
That was
Thank
dope,
you for
man.
calling in.
Yep, thank you. What do you guys think about that? I guess we can close out on that. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, he's right. I mean, like people, like for me, it doesn't really matter because I can't play the game anyway. But some people are going extreme with it.
Yeah.
Like people calm down. It's like you said, when they're sending developers death threats and trying to end their careers and their lives. Come on now, people. It's just a game.
Absolutely.
Just a
Absolutely.
game.
What makes it worse is the fact that it's just a game, but they're trying to get them fired and get them scared that now you're not gonna get that game done because y'all basically scared the developers, man, for not making this game. So it doesn't really make any sense. You gonna sit here do all this nonsense. It's like, man, like this is the same. They did that with the Insomniac developers, Naughty Dog developers. People get
Game
so
Freak.
Pokemon, yeah, they do with the Pokemon. They do with all developers, and it's like I don't blame developers for being really silent at the time because and it's scared to talk about how they feel because exactly that is just people are so damn clingy or I guess obsessed, more like obsessed with this games that they don't realize that there's real people behind it, not their digital favorites,
Absolutely. Yep. No, I wholeheartedly agree. All right. Well, Storm, any thoughts on that?
So, yeah.
Yep.
Now, I was gonna say I think some people these days are serious with this stuff, man. They take off work, you know what I'm saying? They buy consoles for the game. So you got to look at that side of the equation too. Now, it's never right for somebody to threaten the devs and do all that dumb stuff and just trash talk the devs in that light because they're out here working hard, you know what I'm saying, for the game, working extra hours and stuff. So you definitely got to take that into consideration. But I think what it comes down to is these fans are out here making moves around this particular game. Like, so with that being said, they can't control it the way that they should be able to for some of them, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's acceptable, but some of that could be going on, man. Like you got some passionate, like feverish gamers these days, man.
AKA fruitcakes.
Yeah, and they go hard. They go hard. They represent for platforms and all that, and they do what they do. So I don't know, man. It's just that's the times we live in.
Yeah, I get it. Yep. But no, dope yappa, EJ Mix. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, you gotta call in, man. Leave a yappa, whatever, and see how easy it was. I called in for the rest of the show. threw shots at my bro Storm, and then Egypt Mix came in and dropped that bomb at the end, man. So we appreciate it. All in all, great show, man. A lot of stuff to cover, a lot of topics. You know, we ran to the 11th hour with everything, but hey, when you're having fun, you know, that's what happens. So with that said, let's close on out. Let's let everybody know where we can be found, and then let's wrap up the show. So we'll start with the homie Project Storm. Storm, let them know where they can find you, good brother.
All right. Well, right here on YouTube, you can find me on youtube.com /projects. Just put Project Storm. That's all. There's really a C in there, but you could put youtube.com /Project Storm and you'll find it. Or you can look for the logo that you see right there. And also on Twitter at the Nephophiliac, which means someone who loves clouds. And also Sunday. I'll let Bunny get into that one. But you can find me tomorrow with MM2K on that SSC podcast with Eddie Player One. That's
Yes,
going to be
sir.
3 Eastern time, y'all. Got a lot to talk about. I might unleash on that show right there. For some reason tonight, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I don't want to overdo it because then I have a headache the rest of the damn night. So, you know, it was all good in the hood though.
All right, gotcha. All right, Snow Bunny, let everybody know where they can find you there.
Well, you can find me here on YouTube at Snow Bunny Gaming. You can also find me on Sundays with my co-host Project Storm on my channel Snow Bunny Gaming for Ying Meets Yang of Gaming. The podcast starts 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are also now, is it audio? What is it?
We are
audio?
We are on Radio Public via audio.
Yes.
We'll pull it up back
We
up
are
again.
Yep, we are also on Radio Public audio. You can find us for our past episodes there. If you want to listen to it when you don't want to be on a computer or anything, you can stream it to wherever you have. There is a Radio Public app that you can get. So you can find Storm and myself there Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live show. You can find the shows there if you want to watch the old YouTube shows, or you can find us on Radio Public and listen to them that way. You can also find me on Twitter at SnowBunny426.
All right. And Tronny, where can the people find you? Where can the public find you? At either on social media, YouTube, all that good stuff. Which other shows you do, all that stuff.
So you can find me on Twitter as Galactic Cutie. You can also go on I'm also on the Roundtable Podcast. The Roundtable Podcast. You're right. There's multiple Roundtable podcasts, but this is the one only I'm on. And we're pretty random, so we don't really have a set time.
They just gotta subscribe.
Yes, you just have to subscribe. Subscribe, like, dislike, just enjoy. Yeah, let me see. That's pretty much it at the moment.
Cool. All right. And for those that are looking for MM2K content, of course, you're here on the channel. You can also find my Stadia related content at Stadia Dosage. So look up Stadia Dosage or SDO News. We also launched a new game stream channel specific for Stadia content. It is called Stadia Streams. So go check out Stadia Streams. Check out all that. Sub to it because we got a lot of content coming, especially tomorrow, 10 a.m. y'all. 10 a.m. Matter of fact, let me do this right now. Let me go here. Stadia Streams. Let's do this. Let's do this live on air. Show y'all how simple it is. Let's go to Stadia Streams. Stadia Dosage Streams. I'm sorry. Stadia Dosage Streams. Let's do that, y'all. Okay, y'all see that little channel right there? So y'all need to subscribe to that. There goes the channel right there. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. you get to see me destroy the game that Snow Bunny should have been playing. The Immortals Phoenix Rising demo. You get to see me destroy that from beginning to end. So Immortals Phoenix Rising playthrough. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Make sure everybody's aware. EDT. 10 a.m. EDT tomorrow. There goes the link to the channel where it will be live at. Okay, why is that showing up? I don't know why that's showing up, but it has nothing to do with what I put on the screen. All right, so yeah, that's where you go for that, my friends. And I want to say that is it for the show. So thank you, everybody, for coming through. We appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much. Love y'all so much. And we'll be here again next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.
Bye.
Peace, y'all.
Bye bye.